Welcome to my channel. This is Chemistry. I hope you're having a wonderful 2023 so far. Happy 2023. I just wanted to jump on here real quick because the last of 2022 was pretty much a doozy. And excuse me. Let me hold on just a second. Okay. The last of 2022 was very interesting. So I just wanted to come on here to see how you guys are doing. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you have an amazing 2023. But for the message is 2023 is going to be an amazing year for the people who focused on themselves, who did a lot of good self-love, learned about yourself, learn more about your spirituality. If you don't know how to start your spiritual journey, shoot me a message or make a comment under the post so that I can help you get started. We are about to go into a season where the spiritual realm is going to be the predominant energy moving forward. Now, what that means is it means that the energy is going to increase, meaning that people are going to start being nicer, more kind, generous, choosing to use better words and helping people. That is the energy that we're in because the matriarchy energetically has taken over. So you're going to notice that people are being lighter, more kind. Now, the opposite of that is also true. There are going to be more people who are looking, and I say people, and I use that word lightly because they're not necessarily people. They're beings, they're entities, they are it's. They may look like a human being, but on the inside, they are empty vessels. Now, when there is an empty vessel, that means that that is a temple in which energetic forces are able to jump in and use those people. It's because a couple of different reasons why people are soulless beings. When you're a soulless being, um, you're not connected to the Most High God. You cannot connect to the Most High God. There's a lot of talk right now about mental health, and that is true because we have had to deal with a lot of mental health issues within ourselves and also because of the people that we're around. Okay, so understanding that we're dealing with we have moved into a very spiritual time. It's very spiritual. So it's almost like, well, it's not almost like, it is like the there's a line being drawn right now. It's a very clear line on which side you're going to be on because there is a 2030 agenda. They want to, and when I say they, the government, the old powers that be, they want to turn human beings into robots. Um, there are different initiatives moving up to that, that if you don't wake up, you will fall prey to what they're trying to do. They are trying to completely take over the earth, which they're not going to be able to do. However, if you're not aware of what's going on, you can fall through the crack. If you fall through the crack, you'll be stuck in a dimension that you don't want to be in. So right now we're splitting dimensions. There's the old paradigm that we have come out of, the governmental slavery paradigm, work 9 to 5 and come home and watch TV, watch the programs where they're programming you how they want you to be, go to bed, wake up, and do it all over again. So that's modern day slavery. That's the same thing, but what they did is they gave you the weekend off, they gave you the evening off, but it's still slavery. So what's important now is to start creating something for your bloodline. Create a business. Create something. The most important thing is to continually grow. If you grow, you won't be stuck in the middle area. So let me go back a little bit. So the world is splitting into two different worlds. There's the old world, and then there's the new world, the new earth. The way you move into the new earth, if you don't have a whole lot of karma, is to continually grow, continually learn, continually push yourself to the next level. There's no fear in this level. If you have fear, that's the number one thing you're going to have to let go. Because this season, it is about complete self-love and putting yourself first before anybody else. The reason that we have to well, let me back up. We were taught to put everybody else first so that we can't connect with the God within us. The God within us is going to tell us what to do. It's imperative in this season that we listen to the Most High God within us to navigate through this very different spiritual change that we're all going through, right? So with the old world, it's that 9 to 5 thing. It's that fear-based thing. It's that negative, low vibratory energy where all people do is talk about people, try to cause harm to people. That world is crumbling. And if you are a part of that world, you're going to crumble too. And it's not going to be a good experience. The only way people are going to evolve is if they grow. You can't keep doing the same things that you were doing last year or year before that, because what's going to happen is you'll die. And I don't mean to be flippant about it, but this is where we are. We can't beat around the bush anymore. We have to tell the truth because the truth is coming out. And for if I don't know right now the understanding level of the folks that are following me, but I believe that you have to be high level because the things that I say, a lot of them are not pretty. However, it is leading us to a beautiful eternity. What we are fighting for is complete freedom. It is the promised land that was spoken about in the Bible. That's why we're fighting tooth and nail to wake people up. The Most High doesn't want anyone to perish, but at the same time, you don't want to perish trying to pull people in. You want to give people the information, and then they have to make the decision to move. I don't care if you crawl. I don't care if you walk. I don't care if you run, but you've got to move in order not to get stuck. You don't want to be stuck in the old system because I don't know what they're going to do, but it's not going to be good. And if you don't make any moves, you'll be stuck between realms. And that just doesn't even sound good. The only way is to rise. You must rise mentally. If you cannot get out of bed, get books and read. If you are experiencing fear of any kind, do something that continually puts you out of your comfort zone. If you feel like you don't have support, you're in a perfect place. Let me tell you why. Because you're not going to. This is the season for you and the Most High to commune together. That means to learn exactly what it is you need to do in this moment. And when you get the unction or the movement to move, then do it. Don't spend a lot of time thinking about it, because the way that we grow is we walk by faith and not sight. And if somebody says, chemistry, I have been thinking about, I want to start my own business, but I don't know. That is telling you, you just spoke to yourself. You want to start your own business, so go and do it. We must move forward. We can't, so there are powers that be that want us to stay stuck in this prison system. I told you guys about the consciousness. We are eternal beings that have been imprisoned in these human bodies. We were not created to be stuck in this human body. Before the fall, and that's exactly it, before the fall, we traversed through different universes. We interacted with different types of beings. We were free. This is what sovereignty is. And that is why we're fighting so hard, because we want our sovereignty back. We come from kings and queens and royalty. And that's why I posted those pictures so we can remember. We're all going through a process of remembering who we are. So we don't want to spend time dealing with people that are still doing things that you do in high school, even middle school or college. We don't want to deal with those people because they're stuck in a realm consciously. Now, if you are around them too much, then you will take on their consciousness. Consciousness is the most important thing in order to ascend. And that's the goal, ascension by any means. I'm going to move forward by any means. That doesn't always mean that I have to be physically moving. I can be at home reading a book as opposed to going out to eat. I can be home spending time with the Most High God as opposed to just hanging out. I'm not saying not to do these things, but I'm saying I want you to think about your future, because everything is not as it seems. As a matter of fact, we're in an illusion. We're in a matrix. We're in a light matrix, which gives us the perception that we're in reality, when actuality, we're not in this reality. And I know that's a little out there, but the more I speak to you about what is the truth, then that automatically raises your consciousness, because your subconscious then is going to automatically on its own go look for the truth in the world. And then what will happen is you'll be driving down the street and something will catch your eye, because your consciousness has been looking for answers to something that I dropped in your spirit, dropped in your soul, dropped in your consciousness. That's why it's so important to hang around or be around people that can feed you higher than you are. The most people that I'm around, I'll just say I'm probably the lowest on the conscious level of the people that I'm around, because I want the information that they have to share. I'm just gonna say this. There are people, and people that I personally know, I don't know how to do it yet, but and I do it, but I don't know how to do it. I do it. We meet in the astral realms and they give me directions on what my next moves are. To me, this is much more fulfilling than just wasting my time doing something that is not going to feed me internally and grow me mentally. And I know everybody is not like me, but moving into this spiritual realm is so important to open your mind to what the possibilities are. There are a lot of possibilities. So when you get an idea that is outside of your comfort zone, explore it. Explore that idea. And I guess that's all I have for today. Oh, this is what I have for today. It's in addition to what I have. We are in the process of raising the matriarchy. And so if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you belong to a church, I would love to come and share how we're raising the matriarchy in order to go back to the matriarchy protecting the children while the men protect the women, so that we can build beautiful families. Oh, Ashe El Noble. So yeah, we're raising the matriarch. And if anybody knows about the matriarchy, we go off of the laws of Mayat, of balance. Um, and again, as we protect our children are not being protected. We have to understand that we're doing these things for our children, our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, because if we don't act now, well, we are acting now. Balance. Ashe. We are acting now, but we need more people to act so this thing can go forward, so we can move it forward as quickly as possible to come from under this system. Um, Let me see. So yes, I'm looking to connect with churches in the Dallas-Fort Worth area so that we can reclaim the land. We're going back to our indigenous government. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but the interim government, the government that we have known since 1496, is an imposter government. They have released, or we are in an error where we can reclaim our land. However, we must reclaim it from our standpoint, from the nature of the indigenous. We can't move a needle going by the imposters' rules. We have to go by our indigenous ways, and that's what we're doing, and that's what I want to share. So if anyone knows of a church in the DFW area, our chiefs have been selected. We're going back to what we know. Our chiefs have been selected. They are on notice, so we're able to come in and have a government. We haven't been at this point up until now. We are set up to go in and take over government, and we're doing that one city at a time. So again, if you know of anybody, a church mother, um, pre preferably a church mother, because it's going to have to come through the women so that we can reclaim our land, so that we can protect our children. That is the bottom line, because whoever has the children has the future. And y'all know we've been infected by demons that are narcissists, that are soulless beings. This is what we've been up against. And we had no clue what we're up against. But now we're in the book of Revelations. The hidden things are being revealed. We've been dealing with these people. They have been in our family. All of them have been in our family. This is how it was set up so that they can keep the indigenous people from rising. Not only did they put spells on us, not only did they put demonic energies around us, beings around us, not only did they poison the water and the food and everything else and erased our history, now it's time for us to take a stand and get our stuff back. I'm passionate about this. I'm ready to move into the new world. I want as many of you guys to go and come. And I know you are, because you're on this channel. My energy vibration, people won't stay on this channel if they're not on the same energy vibration. If you guys know how that works, I'm sure you do. But they'll be very irritated by it. They won't even be able to listen to it. And that's good. That is wonderful. But at the same time, if they come on, but they don't stay long, and that's good too. So that is all I have for you guys. I wish you so many blessings. I wish you that your soul tribe is here with you, right around you. I wish you good love. I wish you good friendships. I wish you wealth, and I wish you much happiness. Until the next time, namaste.